I bet we gone. We here, baby.
Let's go.
Hello, world. It's another episode of Marvel Talks, baby. A safe place for keeping it player where we keep it kosher every time, all the time. Lahaim. It's another week. You know, it's your boys, SL. T. I'm wearing Alabama today, even though we lost this past weekend, but you know, it's still roll tide.
Like you fuck with their basketball like that?
I watch them, but
Okay.
I'm still Michigan State fan to the core, but I got to set,
Copy.
home team.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to them boys. How you been, T?
I'm good, man. For if you watch YouTube, which you should, you see I'm in a different room today.
Mm-hmm.
See my plants over there.
So just trying to vibe changes.
Little vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple changes going on, but I'm good, you know. I ain't got no complaints.
Still black, still highly favored.
Yeah, man. You know, still in the gym, still working out.
That's what I like to hear, young king. You know, outside is outsiding. If you haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, so, man.
It's not even spring yet, and people are outside. Outside had to shut down South Beach. You know,
bro, you already know the floodgates are opening. You know what I'm saying? It's like they cracked the door and niggas is just like pushing their way through.
Across the board.
Yep, I'm still drinking middle to top shelf liquor. I will never go to the second and the bottom shelf. I just can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Even in the club, even in the bar?
Listen, and that's why I like to do my drinking still. Everybody, do your drinking before you go out, and all I need is one more to keep me riding on that wave.
Okay.
Keep the bottle in the car, you know.
Of course.
Because when you order a Hennessy at the at the bar,
that's $12 right there, Playboy.
Shit, nigga, I was in Arlington, nigga. It was $20. $20 a shot.
20 a shot
for your ass.
That's the whole bottle, damn near.
20. That's what I said, nigga. I could get the fifth. I could get the little fifth for 20. Arlington, Virginia, man. The shit. Now, if you're in the South, you could probably bust it for 12, but you go up.
Yeah, I haven't bought a shot of Hennessy in a club before.
Because you know what? Because you ain't trying to spend that ticket. You like, look, I can get 2 shots of tequila for the price. You can get 2 shots of Espolon for $14. Why I'm gonna get a $20? You know what I'm saying? But when I go to the liquor store, you know I ain't fucking with nothing below that.
Oh yeah, when you're buying your own liquor, you shouldn't be buying nothing lower than second shelf.
Yeah, and I don't care if you're
when it's a slow week.
Yeah, I don't care if you're 21. See, if it's a slow week, you just get the smaller bottle. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care if you're 21. If you're 21, you know you don't need to be drinking that fucking that rot gut. It rots your gut. Don't nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I took it back to my wild days. I'm sipping on some I'm not even gonna say, but I took it back to the wild days on my rock star shit.
Okay. Well, I mean, listen, I will say, don't willingly drink lower shelf liquor unless you're using it to mix for things. Like,
yes.
Unless, like, if you're 21, you shouldn't have a lot of money to make like a Long Island with top shelf liquor, and that's a different type of danger you're getting into. You can use lower shelf liquor for your shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just drinking a one, something in Coke, something in Sprite,
yes. Go to the middle shop. Like, you don't gotta go Crown Royal and Hennessy. You could go right in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Your body will thank you because we've done a lot of drinking, and you'll pop up now. But when you get like 25, 26, it's a little bit slower.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm speaking from personal experience, bro. Like the headache, the body aches. You don't want to be. You don't want to be in front of that toilet holding on to that motherfucker, bro.
And it, Chief. But I got a question. This is part of my Keep It Funky this week, man. How much? What's your price for somebody to inflict violence on you?
I know what you're talking about. I got a number, but I don't got a number I'm gonna advertise because I'm not gonna advertise. I'm not gonna advertise nobody doing nothing to me like that.
Okay. Well, the guy looked like he. So if people don't know, Boosie paid $500 basically to slap shit out of someone for, I guess, a video. And it made me realize, what is my price for someone to slap the shit out of me? I haven't figured that price out yet. It's gonna be a top tier number though, like, you know, especially for them to videotape me.
Yeah, the videotape is different.
Yeah.
Because if this is gonna be replayed, I might need what's the word? Residuals.
Yeah, you need residual income.
Yeah, every time.
Cause he slapped the shit out this nigga. Like, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, so they can't even act? Why did he have to physically hit the man?
No, because first of all, Boosie is an asshole. And he was like, nigga, I ain't gonna play. I want to really slap a nigga, and I got 500. And you know, nigga, you in the hood, it's a crackhead or a wino. It's gonna be like, nigga, I ain't got nothing better to do.
Let me see the bread.
Give me the bread first, and we can do this. But I'm not taking that for anything less than a stack. Like, especially if it's getting recorded, I need a ban.
You might have to give me like two racks for that easy. All right. Cause like it's not like a little tap. He slapped the dog shit out this nigga.
And you think about niggas that fight for a living, they make money.
Yep. You put your body on any sport. Any activity you put your body on online, you should get compensated for it.
Exactly, especially violent though, like real violent, like fight, like we were cage fighting, UFC or boxing. No, you gotta come up off that. Bro.
I can't lie. I can't wait to see this video now. So that's
I saw him slap the shit out of him though. That was
No, I'm saying like the actual video.
Oh yeah.
So that's great. That's great marketing. No, it was the baby and Lil Boosie. So it's actually, they're doing their job in social media and drawing traffic for, anticipation for the song, because now I want to see the video. Them actually, what was the context of you slapping this man?
Probably a line in the song. Nigga talking about slap the shit out of that nigga. Baby always talking about slapping the shit out of nigga though.
Well, that's one person he has been verified of slapping people and putting hands on people. Listen, so a lot of rappers talk it, but
that video of him beating up that nigga in the mall was before that was like part of his rise. When he fucked that nigga up in the mall, whether it was real or fake, nigga try to say it, but that shit, I was like, I love it. Because niggas really getting hands put on them, like there's actual repercussion to somebody doing some fuck shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But my 500 ain't gonna cut it though.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. But I'm not a wino. We're not a wino.
But look, you won't do it for 500. They just gonna find someone that will do it for 500. So this might be the only offer. You might not be able to negotiate that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you gotta let them. You gotta know your worth and let the check go. It's not a good check.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get slapped for 500. Sorry, especially if you're recording it. Sorry.
It's a weird world out here, man. Did you know that they're still doing first off, 2 questions. Did you know that they're still doing To Catch a Predator? It's on YouTube.
I didn't know that it was still going on. No.
It's on YouTube. Chris Hansen still does it. He's doing the Lord's work. And 2, how crazy was it in the 2000s that this was on national television? Like, nigga, literally was on I think it was on NBC first, and then MNBC.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a national show of them catching pedophiles. It's fucking nuts, bro. This country is wild, son. It's so wild. Son.
I guess, why are you talking? The whole premise is wild, because I guess there are people on the internet looking for young kids.
Yes, that is true.
My G, for you to fucking really show up looking for a 14-year-old boy or a 14-year-old or underage kid, bro. I think I seen a video recently where the dude was like, they always say, this is my first time, I never did this before. I'm stupid, I'm dumb.
It's all cap.
Bro, it's not your first time trying to lure a fucking underage person somewhere or to
the game
them
wild,
bro, for all the effort you putting into getting a fucking kid, you can just go ahead and try to get someone of age. I mean, even if you really want to play with the line, bro, draw a hard line. You want 18, get an 18-year-old.
The point is still, that show was on for 20 years, bro. How do people get caught for 20 years?
Because niggas is sick. Niggas still sick.
Chris Hansen has put more pedophiles in jail than the government has.
Oh, do you remember the World Star days where it was a nigga that was doing it and he was catching them, he was just fucking them up?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, it was. I swear it was on World Star. It was a dude where he was doing the same thing as Chris Hansen, but instead of like sitting there asking them questions, he'd be like, "Hey, this you? You was trying to meet the 13-year-old girl?" And he was just beating their ass,
doing the Lord's work.
That was the real Lord's work. Chris Hansen is calling the authorities when they walk out, they get arrested. This nigga was straight like, no, I'm not calling the cops, nigga. I'm just gonna beat the fuck out you. And he was putting hands on these niggas.
No, I'm in between. I want both things to happen. Like, I want you to go to jail because, you know, if you go to jail and they find out what you go in jail for is a rap for you. And you're going to stay in jail for a long time. But I also want people to put hands on you, like, immediately. Like, this shit is crazy, son. Like, maybe, like, you be wild, lady. You be talking wild greasy to, like, somebody that's...
son, when he be reading back the shit that they say to the kids, I was like... This is a sick ass world. And then, bro, some niggas don't even hang out to talk, but the niggas that hang out to talk, because they know they bag, they're like, oh shit, he's like, you know who I am? They're like, yeah, we your Chris Hansen.
I saw one, a nigga was like, he brought a pizza, a big ass pizza, and when Chris Hansen came out, he was like, well, can I just eat my pizza? Like, the nigga was eating a pizza while Chris Hansen was reading his text messages, his filth. And he was like, do you want a slice? He asked him, do you want a slice? And Chris was like, no, I'm good. I guess he knew he was going to jail. He wasn't going to get no pizza for
nigga, I don't want no pedophile pizza, brother. I don't want none of that pedo pizza.
This is a sick world, son. Like,
but see, I'm happy somebody doing that, though. Because these people out here looking for that person, like, they need to get checked, you know? And, you know, unfortunately... if they can't find it on the internet, you know, some people out there just, I don't know how you, I don't even want to get into that mind state. Like how you meet a teenager. Like, what do you do?
At least in 2021, I can understand. I can't understand, but I could see how it could happen like in the early 2000s with like chat rooms and shit, because shit was the Wild West. Nobody was like filtering it out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, now it's fucking, you gotta go. I don't know where you go anymore. Like, I couldn't even see where you link up at.
It's good. You don't know where to go. You know what? This makes me remember. It was a video of Sugar Free talking, and I retweeted it the other day. And I was like, "This is the energy that I always want to have." It's about screenshots. And the nigga was like, "Bitch," he's like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck about a screenshot. I know what I said. I want to always Here it go.
Fuck I said. First of all, screenshots don't scare me, bitch. I know what the fuck I said. First of all, screenshots don't scare me, bitch. I know what the fuck I said.
That's the energy that I want to have. Like, them niggas wasn't about to talk to Chris Hansen like, hell yeah, I was looking for the little boy. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to stand by my shit. And yeah, bitch, screenshot me. Because I stand by that shit.
That's stand up. That's stand up.
Niggas doing nasty shit and they cannot stand by their nasty shit. Because
that's a life thing. Most people can't stand by anything they do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's illegal or they know they shouldn't be doing it. When they get caught, they're gonna play victim. So that's
very
like
true. I'm sure. This drink I'm getting old. This drink got me yawning and shit. But yeah, that's very true. But I want to be like Sugar Free. Bitch, I ain't scared of no screenshot. I know what I said.
Okay. I like that energy, sir.
Tough,
good for 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then keep it funky with this week.
I do. What was I about to say? I have a question for you. This is a question for everybody.
Okay.
So, when a prostitute, right, or a hooker, or a lady of the night, right, when they find out that Maya Angelou, the poet, used to be a hooker, do you think that these hookers start to write poetry as well?
So when they find out that Maya Angelou was a hooker, should they start writing poetry?
Don't you think they should though? Like if I found out, if I found out that Martin Luther King used to podcast, I'd be like, shit, I might need to start preaching. If you know what I'm saying? If a hooker find out Maya Angelou, who's one of the world's greatest poets, right, world renowned, started writing books, all hookers need to be writing poetry because that hooker poetry is probably some of the best poems you'll ever read.
No.
What do you mean no?
Just because there's one outlier doesn't mean the rest of them have talent. I don't want to.
But this is what I'm saying though. If there's even a possibility that you could be as good as Maya, you gotta at least give it a shot.
No, because this is like the same thing as like we saw. It's just like Cardi B was a stripper, or like Eve was a stripper. Now all the strippers
are trying to rap,
and there's only like a few of them that are decent.
But listen, a lot of female rappers used to be strippers, right? A lot. More than just Cardi B and Eve. What are you talking about? There's a lot of female rappers.
Who else used to strip?
Huh?
Who else used to strip?
Not as well known, but the joint from Love and Hip Hop, Nia Lee.
Okay.
Every bitch on.
She didn't make it. That's what I'm saying. Those are outliers. Those are outliers.
Okay, yes, you might not be as successful as Maya Angelou, but you deserve. I'm just trying to say, if you're a hooker and you want to stop hooking, Maya Angelou used to be a hooker. That should be inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you say it's better to say inspiration. Use it as inspiration.
Yeah. Shit, why does a cage bird sing? She could have been. You know what I'm saying? And did you watch the motherfucking Ella Fitzgerald joint?
No, I didn't watch that yet.
Listen, a lot of people that used to be prostitutes went
on.
There's
also on drugs too. There's also on drugs too. That helps. That helps.
A lot of prostitutes are on drugs.
Yeah, I said it helps. That combination.
Listen, they are dealing. You know what I'm saying? If you work in sex work, like face-to-face sex work, not like internet sex work, you got a lot of stories. You've probably been taken advantage, maybe been robbed, maybe been sex trafficked, and this is a problem. But you could turn that pain into art.
Oh, I think that would be more fire. Become a writer, maybe not a poet.
Yeah, Maya Angelou wasn't just a poet; she wrote books, and
Yeah, I would like the stories of the Lady of the Night.
The Lady of the Night.
That'd be fire. Cause I think what's that Twitter story that went viral? With the two girls, one was a stripper. Now they're making it in a movie.
Oh, they fucking when the bitches went out of town and shit, and
yeah,
that one was a long ass thread.
They were hooking. Now it's coming to the story. That's a good story. That's a good story. I would like to hear those type of stories.
Exactly, man. Just like, bro, whole story. Like we said, hotels, stories of being a hoe are the best stories.
Yeah.
Especially when it's less like you were captured or kidnapped and shit. But say you're like a hoe on your own accord. Good hoe stories. Bitches love being hoes. Niggas love being hoes.
I mean, isn't it like you said? It's the oldest profession, man. You can, I don't know how much they go for anymore. So I would say
I don't know how much they go for. Listen, dick ain't.
I don't see many men on the block just slinging dick. So I don't know if that's.
You know what I'm gonna do? Damn, I don't want to do this, but if I was a little bit more wild, I would like reach out to one of these OnlyFans niggas and like try to get them to come on the show and talk to them.
That's not wild.
But I don't want to slide into a nigga that be fucking bitches online DM and be like, hey, bro, I got a podcast. I want to talk to you about you fucking bitches on camera.
You're making it weird. Like
it is weird. It's all around weird.
Listen, if you want me to do it, I'll do it, bro. I ain't got no shame in my game. I'll do it.
I mean, I think it would be interesting, especially someone that's like maybe not so successful, because everybody, they see.
We gotta see the grind.
Exactly. You see all the people, oh, I'm in the top 1%. I'm in the top 0.8% of OnlyFans. No. What about the motherfucker that's in the 33%? You feel me? The 50%. Yeah. They don't never post their shit.
Or the nigga that just been on OnlyFans for about 5 months. That's in the 90%. Like, I always want to know, like, how does that work when you start OnlyFans and you just lose friends because friends don't want to associate with you anymore now that you know that you're.
I think they're more worried about eating and paying.
I just want to know. That's a great, like you said, that's a hotel. I would love to know.
100%.
Like, you know, my niggas had to stop fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to go out with me no more because they knew I was out here slanging dick on the internet. But I think it's a lot easier as a man to do it on OnlyFans because you don't have to show your face for them for a lot of it. You're really close to them.
That's very true. But what about like I think I forgot what I said. I can't remember what I was about to say. But yeah, you don't gotta show your face. Oh, what about the dude like Jimmy Smacks?
Who the fuck is Jimmy Smacks?
Jimmy Smack. People give him and then it's Sauce Walker nigga. People give him like praise for fucking bitches on camera.
Sauce Walker's on internet fucking bitches?
Yeah, he got OnlyFans from what I've heard. Wow. I remember he was bragging about that shit. He's like, only nigga, I would get 500,000 from only, like he was talking shit. Wow. I just think sex workers have very good stories.
They have a story. Because one day, you know, God willing, we'll just start inviting people over there to talk to us, man. I think Adam 22.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Hoes, strippers, prostitutes, former hoes, like they got stories to tell. But the only thing is, the story kind of all the same. You know, it's pretty much the same story. But you know, there's a market for that. But I'm just saying they should try poetry. That's all.
Okay, I get that. What you got this week, brother? In terms of topics,
couple happenings in the world. Just to get this out of the way, because it's becoming old news. I want to talk about the Derek Jaxn dude, right? Just so we get it out the way, because obviously,
nasty,
sick man. And I'm not talking about his cheating being sick, because we know men step outside the marriage. It's pretty common, right? But it's not so common for a man to be selling to two people how to have a healthy relationship and what men are supposed to do and what men are supposed to do. And cheating is for losers, and you're supposed to change your ways once you commit to a woman. For someone to be such a fucking hypocrite and to get caught, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I said on this podcast before, I'm not a hypocrite. I may contradict myself, but I'm not gonna sit here and talk to Chris and tell y'all that I'm against something, and then you're gonna catch me out doing the shit that I said I'm against. That's just not gonna happen.
Right.
I can stand by that. I'm not a hypocritical person. I don't judge people for doing shit and then go. And that's what I think we said before. Niggas that be like talking about gay people the most, they be the niggas that's fucking niggas.
Most likely, 98% of the time.
Like the niggas that are like burn in hell, faggot. Oh damn. Excuse me.
But you were channeling that energy.
Yeah, I'm channeling that energy. The people that be like burn in hell, you're gay. Don't be the ones out there sneaking dick. It was crazy to me that for so long, this dude is out here yelling at niggas about how niggas ain't shit for just making mistakes, or niggas ain't shit for playing with people's time, would be doing all of that shit to the utmost, you know?
Mm-hmm. And it's ironic. I love it.
And unfortunately, he is a dark-skinned brother.
Sure.
But everybody, just because they're your skin folk, don't mean they're your kin folk. Shout out to Angela Rye. And just want to talk about that. Anything you want to add to talking about, bro, real quick?
I love it. I think I've been on here from the get-go, from the inception of Mars Talks, slandering these type of niggas.
Oh yeah.
Dirty Mackin it does not fly on any shape or form. You can't dirty Mac and do the same thing on the side. That's nasty.
Bro, anybody that focuses that much on what other men are doing the foulest shit. And it's simple. It's very see-through. And Chris always compares him to who started this shit was Steve Harvey. Yeah. Steve Harvey out here throwing niggas on the bus. That's a boy. That ain't a man. See, you know what? He gonna fuck you till he done with you and move on. First of all, Steve Harvey, it's not like yes, we don't want people to manipulate people, but my nigga, you're out here just throwing every man under the bus, and then maybe someone that makes a mistake is gonna get lumped into the category of, and a woman gonna think she's thinking like a man, and you know what I'm saying? Just it's a sick ass route to go. You know what I'm saying?
It's nasty. And this nigga got books and shit.
Read the name of some of the books. You had the names of some of the fucking books.
Let me do a quick Google search.
The sickness has no bounds. You feel me? Niggas was
first off, the
down.
nigga name has his name is Jaxn. Jaxn. It's nasty.
Yes. Any nigga with an X in his name.
Nasty.
Matter of fact, any nigga with an X in their name is nasty. His name is Jaxn with a C and a K, but he won't put X in the junk. Come on, son.
It's nasty.
He
has an anthology piece called A Cheating Man's Heart.
You know why he wrote that? Because he knows the nigga's heart.
That's an autobiography, baby. It's an autobiography. Single mothers are for grown men only. Who the fuck doesn't make sense? Listen,
all the titles, if you flip them, you understand exactly what he's doing. He's like, he fucking single moms. That's what the fuck.
This shit is nasty. Let's see. I still deserve it. Like, what is wrong? It's just like things she wishes you understood. Healed together without hurting each other. He dropped that last month.
This is all I'm saying.
Maybe it's a rollout. Maybe it's a rollout for his book.
But to see, and that's the other thing. And so we're gonna talk about the other side of it, right? I'm preparing for the flip. How he's gonna flip all of this shit into his next little venture. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, well, I'm a reformed cheater, and you saw me be flawed. He's gonna try to act like he's accountable and just flip it and keep selling this shit to people. I posted on my Instagram.
I have never seen a woman out here slandering women for men. I've never seen it. Why is only niggas doing that? It's nasty.
Because pussy make niggas do shit like that. Dick has so little value that women aren't even wasting their time trying to talk shit about other bitches. But women, yes, there are instances where women do talk down on other women for other behavior, but there's no woman making money off of talking about how women are fucked up.
It's always niggas doing it, bro. It's just like, yo, we're tired of you, son. Like,
it's the same nigga that's running back and trying to tell a girl that they like, oh, well, you know, I saw your boyfriend doing what? That's the nigga that you want to listen. You do not want to listen to that nigga, even if he's right. You want to distance yourself from that type of energy.
It's nasty, bro. I don't know, man. It's just.
I mean, his name is Derek Jaxn with an X. We should have known he was nasty. I'm happy that the hypocrisy can be seen, and hopefully all his people that buy his shit, they send it back, they get their refund. And if you can't, you know what I'm saying, just chalk it up as an L, because I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's kind of old news now. But I posted on the Instagram page. You see, I said this shit weeks before this shit happened. I'm tired of the relationship coaches. I'm tired of gurus trying to give people advice, because y'all just need to shut the fuck up, because most of the people giving advice don't know what the fuck they talking about, or they're living a lie.
It's just the last part I have to say for this is just, it's a nasty way of staying branding yourself, because if you fuck that up, you have nothing to go back into. You have nothing to fall back into. He wasn't if it was like he was a fitness nigga first, because he a buff nigga. So it's like if he was a fitness dude first, and then he did that on the side while this is crumbling, he could still be like, I'm in the gym.
I'm still on the fitness shit.
Yeah.
He built his whole online thing off of, I'm going to tell you how men are really supposed to be acting and why men are fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about going against, whatever. Yes. But then I kind of want to flip this into, this is still current, T.I. and Tiny are going through what they're going through. But just to talk about what you're saying, T.I.'s main hustle, T.I., what we know T.I. for is not giving advice, talking to people.
Yeah.
We know T.I. for making music and then making movies. And then he started having a podcast where he started saying wild shit. You feel me? So he still has two other things which are kind of being taken away from him because of what's going on. But he has two other things that we know him for and that we would still want to see from him. I don't want to see shit else from this Derek Jaxn dude, bro, because don't talk to me about nothing, because you're a fucking hypocrite and you're a liar, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga brought God in it. He brought God in it. God didn't do this. Bro,
I've said this too. God is the number one thing people use to manipulate people. That's why I said in the post, I'm tired of pastors too. I'm not good pastors, people that are actually teaching the word and trying to help people live good lives. I'm talking about these people. It's like an intersection of, and it's a gray area of people that are actually trying to help people and people that are trying to exploit people with the shit. You see a homeless nigga on the street and he start talking to you about God. Most of the time, And a lot of the time, they're using God to manipulate you. They're pulling on your heartstrings.
Yeah.
Because they know people respect God. People have a reverence. People are raised a certain way. They have religion. Religion is important to people. So they know if they could tap into that important shit, they can do whatever they want to you. Why you know what I'm saying? Don't be, I early on, I had a keep it fun. I kept it funky. I said, do not be manipulated by people talking to you about God. People will put God on some shit and have you, just like all them people on TV, Joel Osteen, send in your money and get your blessing. What? And his poor wife. Listen. This woman is very religious. I understand religion is especially when you're a devout Christian, you're a devout Muslim. Your daily life is surrounded by your faith.
Yep.
But that woman just seems like she has just blinded by her faith. Best of luck to her.
That's all I can say.
Fuck Derek Jaxn. Fuck Derek Jaxn. What else is going on?
This is a relief with the male community, though.
Oh, yes. Because we need to get these niggas out of here. Just like Joe talking about all the things your man won't do. That he just took Joe's all the things your man won't do and started writing books based off that. Yeah. That's all he did. That's all he did. Player hating never will win.
Never.
It might win for a short time, but trust me, you're gonna blow your knee out player hating. You're gonna tear your whole ACL, all that shit. Fucking player hating. And this podcast is against player hating, anti-player hating podcast. You feel me?
Yeah.
Anti-player hating. What else is going on in the world? Some more happenings. I should have wrote this down so I would just have it.
Well, why are you looking for it? I don't know if you saw the discussion, the tweets from Draymond Green, but
oh, please talk about this wild ass nigga. This nigga does coke.
So I'm not gonna read all his tweets, but I just to summarize. Draymond Green started tweeting, having just an idea about why women and WNBA players are not getting paid what they deserve, quote unquote. A lot of it, I think he had good intentions of you need to force the corporations to back you, and we don't know any stories about we don't know the stories in the background of the NBA players, so you need to force the corporations that have been saying that they're for female empowerment to really empower you and empower your pockets. He had good intentions, but he's still getting away from the fucking.
I thought you were talking about him saying he was the best defender of all time.
Oh, no, I was talking. Well, that was. I don't even talk about that. Was awful. I just wanted to talk about the discussion about how do you feel about WNBA players saying you're not getting paid well.
The market dictates the prices in America.
Okay, as long as you.
It's right. As much as we want equality, if there's no market for it, literally, and sometimes you have to create the market. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to have incentives for people to fucking buy your product, and the product is women basketball. I think they've tried to do it in a lot of creative ways, but at this point, it is not as lucrative as men's basketball. Of course they're skilled, just as skilled as the men. The only thing that is less is the athleticism, but the skill is probably higher. Yeah. You ain't gonna see no WNBA player airball a free throw. Nope. You ain't gonna see them miss a layup. You know what I'm saying? It's the skill is there, but it's the market. You know what I'm saying? And there's markets for both, and so I don't think that they should put all of their emotions and feelings and their sense of self-worth into just realizing that they're not going to get paid as much as men, because obviously we know that there's fucked up markets in this world where people make a lot of money doing some fuck shit.
Yeah.
But just because the money isn't there doesn't mean that it's less valuable, but everything in America has a dollar amount on it, and if that dollar amount is not attached to it and it isn't high enough, people will just not respect it. Money brings respect. Yeah. So I want them to get more shine. I want them to be more included in getting money and getting paid for sure. But it's not a viable market. Markets run. I didn't make up the economy. I didn't make up capitalism. These are the rules that they set for the world, and I guess if they could find a way to change the rules for themselves, best of luck to them. Yeah.
I mean, You're right. It's not even a market thing, bro. Like, stop.
Bro, if they lower
They're blaming it on men when it's a woman's league. You can't even. I can't even find you a woman that watches WNBA, but I can find you a whole bunch of men that watches WNBA games. Men watch and participate in WNBA because men are basketball. Men are junkies in sports. We will watch anything.
A lot of people are.
The majority of, I think it's 45. Hold on, I'm about to give you the statistics. The majority of viewers for the WNBA are men. So why are you bringing it into men not supporting the WNBA when it's a women's league and women are not even watching the sport?
Yeah,
it's weird. Like, and even like you're right with the skill, but you're not gonna get mad men to watch layups and free throws and 3-point shots.
Somebody
when
said
niggas
it.
are dunking on people, when the game is faster than WNBA, like it's more entertainment.
Bro, they could shoot and lights out, but listen, we need to know there's a threat of someone getting embarrassed.
Yeah,
not just get embarrassed with a spin move or getting dropped. We need to, if they lower the rim and start dunking on each other, I bet you them viewers.
You might like, and that's not even a non-sexist way, like non-misogynistic way, like you know what I'm saying. And plus, like,
lower that bitch to 9.
I don't want to sound misogynistic in it, like some of the women are very attractive, so you're watching for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not watching like women watch men basketball because they like. What do you think they're watching men basketball?
Some women like the sport. Some women are looking at the cute players. Yes.
Okay, so I mean,
but niggas, listen, that Joan Tay Cooper,
she's fine. That's one out of. That's one out of.
Candace Parker, very beautiful. And listen, sex always adds to whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying, Chris? If you was a little uglier, maybe less people would watch the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Or listen to the podcast if your voice sounded crazier. So, listen, I don't have the fix for the WNBA, but I think if they lower that rim to 9 and start and let Brittany Griner 2-hand dunk on bitches,
or just market to women, have women watch the sport.
Women, listen, women are marketed so much in that beauty glamour shit. I don't even think there's any space for them to market sports.
It's not our fault. This is not our fault this time.
Because listen, that's where a lot of that marketing for women goes to beauty, and fitness and shit like that. But maybe they should do more fitness shit with basketball. Everybody loves to get in shape. That might be a way for them to like bring more attention.
Start having concerts. Start having Megan perform at halftime or some shit. I don't know. Find ways to get women involved in the sport because men are watching it and the majority are watching it anyway. Majority of viewership anyway.
But that WNBA conversation is one. Yes, they are underpaid, but so am I. So
everybody's underpaid, bro.
Yeah, man. I hope I want everyone to be able to make a living, but there are people that work in sweatshops in third world countries that hard can't make a living, but they're making iPhones. So best of luck. Hopefully, some best of luck. I don't even know what to say, bro. But shit. What was the next thing I was talking about? It made me even forget about what I was about to talk about women. Usher, Chris Brown versus battle has been talked about on the internet a lot. I see a lot of people not putting respect on Usher's name when it comes to this versus battle. Usher is one of the greatest performers and singers of all time. And yes, Chris Brown is also one of the greatest performers and one of the greatest singers of all time as well. I give Chris Brown credit vocally, it's not what he always hangs his hat on, but he can sing for sure. And when it comes to verses, 20 songs back and forth, I just hate to see people even just no question put Chris Brown above him. Sure, you might like Chris Brown's songs better, but you got to understand who Usher is, bro. That man is a whole living legend. On the level, like obviously he hasn't been able to sustain as well as Beyonce, but him and Beyonce were the two biggest stars in R&B concurrently, selling the same amount of records. He was probably outselling Beyonce at one point. Beyonce just kind of made a power couple with Jay-Z. And I'm not going to put on Jay-Z. Beyonce has just been able to sustain her height of her, but nobody stays at the top that long. It is an anomaly for someone to stay at the top of music for as long as Beyonce has. But Usher was at the top of music for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, which is a feat in itself. And he's still making quality music. So I just want people to put more respect on his name. And if this versus does happen, I want people to actually understand that this nigga has certified classics that from 2004 that he could play in 2021 that people are cranking, you know what I'm saying, that people love.
Usher is different, bro. I don't know why people keep playing with Usher Raymond like he's not Usher Raymond. Like, and the thing is, like you said, in the verses, Usher, the thing is, thank you for my cup of wine. And the thing is, and the verses is 20 songs. To beat Usher 20 songs, it's probably impossible. Like, when you have a diamond certified classic album now, and you know, multiple years and hits on hits and hits, like you were talking about. Now, if we're talking about, like, you know, maybe a catalog battle all time, now you can talk with Chris, because his features alone are beating niggas in a regular versus. But that 20 songs, Confessions by itself is 10. Maybe you cut off.
You can play 15 songs off Confessions, bro. Like, legitimately.
And that's not even including 8701. My
Way. Really about, go ahead. It's really about people forgetting, bro. Like, time don't treat nobody well. I understand that. But people forget so quickly, bro. Just if you rewind it back to 2011, bro, like, Usher was, you know what I'm saying? People are prisoner of the time. They forget so easily what people have done and what they've accomplished and what impact they really made. You know, yes, Chris Brown is popular, you know what I'm saying? But women were fainting over Usher just as much as they was fainting over Chris Brown.
Right. You know what the real gauge is? I promise you, if you just put on Usher studio radio and Chris Brown radio, Usher radio, there's no skips for like 2 hours. You're probably gonna skip before you skip. You're probably gonna skip on Chris Brown radio before you skip on Usher radio. Like, if you're just on a road trip and just riding, you're riding for Usher for a long time, like, without no skips.
Bro, it's crazy. Just the respect isn't there, and these little motherfuckers on the computer they just say wild shit and they just dismiss shit, and they really need to understand, like, who people really are in the real world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could create whatever narrative y'all want about people being washed or whatever and not looking. That man,
he's different.
A legend, and respect needs to be put on his name. Definitely in my top 5 favorite artists of all time. And I would love to see a versus with him or somebody, him and Chris Brown, or him and another R&B singer. But do not for one second think that he's just getting up out of here. Not at all.
Who you got in Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley Brothers?
Well, listen, I said this to my old head at my job. The Isley Brothers, like, I know more Isley Brothers for sure.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, you know, obviously they were concurrent, and even Isley Brothers out in the 50s and shit. But I just know more, you know, just from Ronald Isley. Is it Ronald Isley?
Yep.
Yeah, from him just being with R. Kelly and having those hits. And then, you know, you go back and in the opening of Friday, got the Isley Brothers song playing, Between the Sheets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know more. So I would just lean that way because I know more. But I just got to lean that way. That's all I got to do. I got to lean that way.
I mean, regardless, I have my linen ready. I'm about to I ordered a nice flowy shirt. I haven't figured out what alcohol I'm going to drink during that versus. You know, probably will be dark, but I'm gonna be vibing. You know, it's one of those times where, like, you know, I can't really call a winner, like you said. You know, I know a little bit more Isley Brothers than I do Earth, Wind, and Fire, but, you know, I'm gonna get my dancing shoes on, baby.
I could dig it.
I might drink wine. That's a wine night for me.
It's a wine night. But yeah, that's what I gotta pick. But SWV and Escape is supposed to be going at it too. I think that'll be interesting.
Do they even have 20 to go?
That's the question that I heard on another podcast recently. I don't think they need to do 20. If they could do 10, it would be way more entertaining than us listening, them filling in with just shit that people are gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Yeah. What else is going on? I don't remember what else I was talking. Oh, well, I just want to mix it up. I want to talk about something. This is just, we're gonna be random. We're just gonna be spontaneous.
Yeah.
You can come, just be quiet. You'll be on camera. If you see someone walk around in my picture, just it's all good, man. We're living real life. What is Chris? Have you heard about women wanting jerk off videos?
I've heard of nut videos.
Okay, yeah, videos of you coming.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've
heard about this.
Yeah, I've never sent one. That's weird to me, though.
It's weird to you, right?
Like, why you want to see me climaxing?
I mean, why does anyone want to see a video of someone playing with themselves? It's because it's something you enjoy. Everybody has things they enjoy, and this has become very popular.
Mm-hmm.
I see this being talked about a lot more than I ever did before. And do you think it's because of the cameras being so good, or just women getting more freaked out? And women always.
I don't know, bro. Like, I work as a man. That's just a whole process where I think it's too evasive. Like, now I got the camera right where I'm nutting. Now I got nut on my camera, and I'm, it doesn't work for me.
You got nut on your camera. Well, hopefully you can dodge you can
because at this point. So do you put the camera up and then you just jerk off?
Listen, logistically, I would guess you would set the camera a distance away and get a good angle of yourself. And or maybe you do it with the opposite hand. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just had this in my notes about women liking jerk off videos, and I just wanted to know if you'd heard about it. That's all.
I've heard about it. I've gotten into the bowels of sex Twitter. It's crazy.
You're going into the.
I knew life was different when people started realizing like they put the conversation we talked about 2 weeks ago or whatever, when they were like, oh, 6 inches is it's a good amount of length. And I was like, yeah, because ain't no way you taking 10. Y'all be lying. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've done my research in my life, firsthand, and I just understand that, if you represent yourself well in the bedroom and you kind of know your way around, people give you leeway, unless you're coming up short.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I wanted to ask that in the middle because I couldn't think of no more topics. Do you got anything you want to talk about?
I just want to give a shout out. We like to give out shout outs to queens. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to Queen Ari Lennox. She has been looking stunning as of lately. The work in the gym has been paying off, and she's killing the ground. I think it was her birthday, this past weekend. So I got to give a shout out to the DC legend.
But look, no plastic surgery. She went into the gym and she got herself toned. She looks very nice. And I just remember not too long ago, people were talking shit about her, trying to say she looked like Rottweiler or some shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But now we see thirst. We see like intense thirst for Ari Lennox. And shout out to the trainer. Like she got in shape, bro. And I see this when I watch TV sometimes. Like, you'll watch season 1 of a show. Like, take Issa Rae, for example. If you look at season 1 of Insecure, she's not big, but her face is a little more round. She has a little more weight on her. Season 2 and going on, Issa noticeably lost more weight. And I don't know whether it's just being on camera and why you making yourself want to feel a little bit better or whatever. But people in Hollywood, they get there and they want to stay there. They get in shape. They get in shape. Women and men are like, you're going to get in shape. You ain't going to try to be on camera with that extra 10 pounds that they say add. But you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Has there been a time where you thought about robbing a bank? Or doing something real legal?
I never thought about robbing a bank. Nah, not because I always thought that's too obvious. I thought about robbing a semi-trailer, a truck, like electronics on it. You know what I'm saying? Running into a Chinese food restaurant. Shout out to Yum, but nah, I never thought about robbing a bank. Not really.
I've had visions of becoming a jack boy. I did it a little bit with the books. Like I would steal niggas' books in the library. I was like,
What?
Yeah, I used to steal niggas' books in the library.
Is the statute of limitations up on that?
I've been out of college for 10 years, Playboy. So no,
It ain't been 10, nigga. You almost
seven.
Yes.
7. But
damn, nigga. But
it was come up season.
I thought about doing something big though. Like I didn't want to say I watched the town, maybe an armored truck, but not a bank. I just thought banks was too vulnerable.
Well, do they even keep cash in the banks anymore?
I don't fucking know. I don't go to the bank.
Exactly.
Bro, last time I went to the bank, I think I needed a money order or something. I don't go to the bank. I don't go to the bank at all.
Well, we're talking random now, but I do have this question. I think this is a good question this week because we're going back outside, and you're a fashionable guy, and I realize we're from fashionable places, but there's a lot of places in the world that's not very fashionable. And when you go outside sometimes, especially in other parts of the country, you're like, yo, these niggas can't dress. And sometimes you see it more likely in the South, but we'll get there eventually. The question says, this is from what's his name? His name is Ray.
Ray Charles?
He's Ray Charles, so his friend's bullshit. My best friend's outfits needs updating. During college, it was fine because we were young, dumb, drunk most of the time. And although we're in our late 20s now, and it was becoming a little bit more noticeable. Sometimes he'll pull off a good outfit, but he strikes out a lot. He's not ugly, and he does all right with the ladies, but it's getting to the point where I'm afraid of telling him about social events because I'm nervous about what he's gonna wear. How do I gently break it to him that I don't like his outfits and he needs to update his style?
Don't gently break it to him.
Ooh, you don't even want to
tell that nigga straight up, nigga, you can't dress. Your fits be missing, bro. We all live together. I live with Chris and I live with 2 other dudes, and niggas will straight up tell you like, or we would ask each other, yo, how does it look? I'd be like, nah, nigga, try this. Not like, don't try to be nice to him, but like, tell him straight up, nigga, your shit you missed, like straight up. And nigga, you don't be dressing good, nigga. You need to do some help. And then I'm sure he might have an Instagram or something. Go to it and be like, yo, this is good, this is trash. You know what I'm saying? Help him out. And maybe it's a money thing. I don't know what his pocket's looking like, but you can dress fine for less, bro. Old Navy will get you out the way. Other places will get you out the way.
Yeah. If he does all right with the ladies, is obviously that's the.
But bum ass ladies, I bet you them ladies dress bad too. They don't even know. Fuck.
I want to see. I wish he sent a pic. So I wish he sent a pic
too, but don't be gentle, bro. Like, don't be mean and try to break him down, but straight up tell him. That's one of the easier things to tell somebody. That's not like you're trying to tell him his breath stank or he got body odor.
I feel like it's easy. It's easier to tell somebody they stink versus they fit because they obviously thought the fit was fire.
Bro, it's harder to deal with body odor than it is to change your clothes, bro. That's a whole habit.
Bro, you can smell like it could be a bad day that day. You know what I'm saying? Or he forgot to put deodorant on.
People have bad days, but you don't tell. It's easy. In my opinion, it's easier to tell your friend that they can't dress than it is to tell them that they stink. That's just in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna go with the opposite approach of a little bit, like little by little. Like, you know what? I'm not really rocking with them shoes. You know, I like the idea of you telling them like, you know, let me see your fit before you go out. You know, before you go out, I would definitely tell them the style of the occasion.
But listen, you know, and I know, as we get older, right?
Yeah.
And as you try to, I guess, socially climb or you try to get accepted and get more money, the way you present yourself matters.
Yes.
This is not a small thing, especially like, yo, you're out of college, you're working a job, like you want to go places and be received a certain way. And don't let you be a businessman or entrepreneur. You got to present yourself. You have to. Like, it's a necessity for you to look a certain way and look presentable and look nice. It attracts people for you to be well dressed and well groomed. And if your man can't do that, he got to step it up, bro. You got to step it up.
Definitely. That's what I'm telling him the type of occasion before we even go outside. Like, you know what? This is an upscale occasion. You know, put them nice hard bottoms or some nice slacks or something like that.
Hard bottoms. but yo, that's real shit. So that's my advice to you, bro. Like, tell him straight up, you gotta step it up.
Especially if you're trying to, yeah.
And use the word
I'm also telling them, like, you know, I'm trying to get a higher class of women. So, you know, we gotta dress the part because we can't, you know, and that's something like, you know what, as a team, because me and you are a team. We both gotta be on point.
Yes.
You
know bro, I would tell, bro, before you went out, if your collar was fucking crinkly, I'd be like, nigga, you need to iron your fucking collar, bro. I've told you that, nigga, yo, iron your shirt. You're like, nigga, nothing wrong with the shirt, iron the motherfucker. Sometimes it be little shit like that, but you can be blunt. If he's your real friend, you can be blunt with him about something like that. And if you feel some type of way about it, then look, you got the weak link out your crew, and you don't got to step out. And then people it'd be a 3-on-3, and two of the girls interested, but the one won't ruins the whole 3-on-3 because your friend looked dusty.
Yeah, that's like being an ugly friend, but you're not ugly. The friend that can't dress, because that's I don't know. Like I've always been a person that is a little bit, you know, I'm cognizant of what I wear, how I present myself, but then I've never been around someone who hasn't been able to put a fit together. It's weird. So, you know, this is a territory.
But see, if he could hit occasionally, then it's just gonna take a little bit of coaching, you know. And style is something everybody doesn't have. That's why, like, I guess famous people get stylists. Like, people miss that have a lot of money. People miss that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a very common thing to not dress well. You know what I'm saying? People used to get on Megan Thee Stallion all the time for dressing like a wrestler.
That was her stylist. I don't know. I feel like once you get a manager and a certain type of money around you, that they have stylists. They don't choose what they wear anymore. Like, she was fine when she was doing like the little freestyles and shit. She was cool. It was like
she was dressed. She wasn't wearing no clothes. She was literally wearing boy shorts and a little bikini, a little top with your stomach up. Like, that's very. But see, that endeared her to the people. Like, yo, she's a bad little Southern joint. But, you know, I told her, just like Issa Rae, like, as she got more into her career and like became more popular, she just talking about Ari Lennox. Ari Lennox is getting better with time. You should get better with time, whether it be more healthier or start dressing better, dressing more expensively, but like, you know what I'm saying? You want to continue to progress in life. So if your man's is stuck, like you said, it's all right in college, bro. We poor, we broke, but we out of college. We trying to be in different rooms. You gotta step that up, man.
Prayers to Ray. Prayers to your mans. Hopefully you get it. When you get the late 20s, you gotta step it up in late 20s, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to brunches and you're going to clubs and shit like that, you know.
Yeah, man. It just, bro, it attracts. It's how you speak without speaking. You can say something with your outfit that you can't say. You know what I'm saying?
Even casual fits can be fly. Like, we're not talking about wearing turtlenecks. The first thing
I look at, man or woman, is their shoes.
Yep. Me too. I dress from the shoes up.
There you go.
God bless him, man. The game is, you know, the game is different. The game is difficult. Listen to Mazel Talks, man. We'll get you, you know, a little bit of cheat codes. Make sure that you're not out here lacking. So that's a story.
To the best of our abilities.
To the best of our abilities. The Black Business of the Week. We're gonna stick in the alcohol range. You know, we like to drink good. We like to party good. We like to dress good. This brand is called Tequila with Friends. Tequila with Friends is an experimental tequila brand created by 4 friends from Dallas, Texas. Okay. Cornelius Arnick, Brandon Scott, Devin Woodson, and Roger West. 4 Black men from Dallas, Texas, lifelong friends, created, they came together and made their own premium tequila. So right now the brand is only in the Texas area. So, our Texas friends, Texas listeners, if we have any, I actually have a couple coworkers in Texas. I might ask them to go get me some, ship them to me. But I know I love to see Black people getting into the alcohol brand, especially with tequila and things like that. And if we can get our Black-owned cognac more than just Douce, and we can take over the market. But I love to see tequila because that's not even quote unquote Black, but we love tequila. So, and especially being in the Dallas area with Mexico right there, only makes sense. So, I love the name Tequila with Friends. I love that it's for Black men. I love, we got to shout out our Black people, Black men in general, because we need love. So for y'all in the Texas area, shout out, look for Tequila with Friends in the nearest alcohol store and support these Black brothers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to tequila. I'm a tequila drinker myself. I do prefer it. It always gets the party going. Take a shot of tequila. Take the edge off. Take a shot of tequila before you do anything. Before you go on a job interview. Before you get behind the wheel. Maybe not that.
No, not that.
Maybe not that. Before you go to the gym. Before you engage in physical activity. Before you fight someone, take a shot of tequila.
Oh, you need a couple of those. You need to loosen
what I'm saying?
Loosen your bones up.
So shout out to that brand, man. Let's see if we can get our hands on it.
All right. Do you have anything to close us out this week, Terry? If not, I'll keep it moving.
I ain't got nothing for y'all this week. I'll have something next week. Nope.
All right, listen. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in this week. This is a short episode. We're both busy men. We'll give you, next week we'll give you a little bit more provocative content. But the Lord's looking over us, and we want you guys to just be tuned in, tapped in with us. Check the YouTube. Please watch the YouTube. Check us out on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon. Your mama's phone, your daddy's phone, your side joint's phone, when they're asleep, go on your partner's phone, subscribe for us. Leave comments, subscribe, rate, share with other people. And, be on the lookout for this new merch on the way. But thank you again for tuning in, guys. We'll talk to you next week. And remember, on the path to play them, there are 3 rules to success. Stay true to yourself, stay true to the code, stay dangerous, baby. Thank you, man. Peace.
Peace.